What's up, everybody? Ty Bartell in with another edition of Player Profile. This time we go back into the Austintown community with their middle, Afton Roby, senior middle, I should say. Afton, how are we doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not doing too bad, and you're not doing too bad on the season either. You're one of the top kill getters on the team, and you're doing it from the middle. Phenomenal hitting percentage, phenomenal kill percentage. Talk about the work you put into this senior season and the success you're seeing on the floor.
Um, like all of my seasons, it's just been like a lot of hard work. Like my sophomore year, my hitting percentage wasn't very good, and it was like that's like one of my biggest goals is just to have like a really good hitting percentage because I know you can't get set as much in the middle. So I feel like that's like the biggest thing I could work on. So yeah.
We talk about you having success on the court personally, but team success too. I think every season you've been a part of this team, you guys have won a conference championship. I don't think you know anything other than conference championships. What does it mean to be on a team that started that kind of success train and be able to keep it rolling each and every year you came back?
It means a lot, and I know it meant a lot my sophomore year, especially because that was the first time like we actually beat every single team. Because I know they split with Canfield my freshman year, but it means a lot. It shows that we work hard, and I enjoy like that our program just keeps getting better and better.
You talk about the wins against the AAC. You guys just captured your 24th consecutive win against the conference with that win against Howland. Is that a streak that is well known without throughout the team, and is it one that you guys talk about wanting to keep going?
Yeah, it is. I feel like we're really like positive when it comes to doing that, but we know that we have to still work hard.
Talking about power of positivity too, your cousin Morgan Roby is one of those that always seems to be a super positive player on any team that she's on. What's it like having her on the team with you again this season too, and be able to both have those starting roles, such big roles on this team?
It means a lot because she makes me laugh, and it's just like it makes like the court, like being on the court, a lot more fun. Like being able to have that person that you can laugh with, and yeah, it's really exciting that I get to play with her this year.
A lot of excitement over the last few seasons, and you've had a lot of great coaching helping you out along the way. Every season's special for different reasons, but when you talk about this particular season, this group of girls too, I might have asked you this before previous this season, but what about this season is so special to you?
Well, in past seasons, like I got to play with my best friends, but like this season, it just feels different because it feels like when I'm playing on the court with them that I'm just like they're all my best friends. Like I feel like I'm equally close with all of them, and I just feel like we have like a really great bond, and like also Coach Herb adds a lot of like energy to the court too, like having her this year, which helps a lot.
What's some of your favorite memories from this season? Favorite match or memory in general?
Um, well, all the bus rides are always great memories, and I think that beating Highland this year, like in three, meant a lot because usually we don't, and it meant a lot to finally beat them.
Get up there and get that big win, no doubt. Looking
Yeah.
at your entire volleyball story, I kind of want to turn back a few pages and go to that first chapter. Where did this volleyball journey start? What's some of your earliest memories in the sport?
I in sixth grade I was a manager for the volleyball teams, and I did like their little camps that they had. So that's really when I started to play, and then I played seventh and eighth grade and all of high school.
What kind of just like piqued your interest to start as a manager and then keep on going into being a player and now where you are today?
I've always liked volleyball, and I always knew I wanted to try it. And then also like my friends, they also played it, so that kind of got me into it. But I played other sports, but as I got into high school, I realized volleyball is what I really loved.
Were there some big players that you kind of looked up to, tried to maybe emulate some of their skills, some of the way they approach the game, maybe, or that you just got a chance to maybe even play with it as you grew up?
I mean, I just know my freshman year, I looked up to everyone that played varsity. I thought, "Oh my gosh, like how do they even play like that?" And then I played club at Nova Volleyball, and they increased like my ability to play by so much, and like it was like crazy how I went from like freshman team to being able to play varsity. So Um, that was really great, and I just always looked up to, like, people I played, like, just even now, like, I'll play people, like, at tournaments and stuff, and, I'll just see, like, great middles that can put the ball in. I'm like, "Wow." I just
You talk about the confidence in this sport and the confidence you have in yourself, and like most sports too, volleyball is very much in the confidence you have in yourself. I'm sure you would agree in that. What is the things you had to do to kind of that help build your confidence in your sport and your ability in the sport?
um My biggest thing was just telling myself, like, even if I was struggling, if I were to just tell myself that I can do something, then it just happened. Like, that's, like, my biggest thing. Like, if you're telling yourself when you're back to serve or, like, when you're about to do something that you can't do it, then you're not going to.
You always got to be able to lean on yourself, no doubt, but it's also nice to have others to lean on. And I know you have a loud and proud family in those stands too, and they are not afraid to show it. What's that like knowing that you always have someone having your back at these matches too, and you could hear them cheering you on from those stands?
I love just having my family there for me. Like, my mom and dad, they almost never miss a game, and then same thing with my nana and papa. And they my papa is so loud, like, everyone knows he's there, like, you can hear him, and that's, like, my like, people be like, maybe it might be embarrassment, but I just love it, like, I'll just hear papa, like, yelling the most random things, and I'm just like, I just love that support.
Oh, I love it too. I sit a couple seats away from him too, so I get a front row action to all of it too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love the support that you get. You're having a very successful season too, and you talked about Coach Herberger coming in as the coach this year, and she brought some new things to the team, and I mean it's working. It's continued the success for this program, which I think is what everyone wanted. When you talk about Coach Herberger as a coach and what she's done for you in this season you've had with her, what are some things that that really come to mind?
Um, I think, like, she just brings, like, a lot of good energy, like, positive energy, and, I feel like that really helps because it brings, like, more energy when we're playing too, like, you could see her over there cheering, and it makes you wanna cheer, and, like, she's always trying to help, and, like, she just does anything that she can, and it's also, like, new, like I feel like we learn new things doing the different drills at practice and stuff based because it is a new coach, and I just think that helps a lot.
Might not be just Coach Herberger too, it could be any coach, any really mind that's kinda helped shape your career, but what's some really good advice or maybe something impactful someone said to you that's kind of stuck with you or helped you out throughout your volleyball career or even in life?
Um, I don't know, I mean, like, I feel like you hear this everywhere, but just to, like, never, like, tell yourself that you can't do something because, um, like, my freshman year again, like, I never thought that it would come that soon that I would be able to play varsity, and it did, and, like, telling yourself that you can and, like, working for it is, like, really all that you could do.
We talked about the early chapters. We're coming into the concluding chapter of this regular season with this matchup against Marlington. It's your last regular season matchup. Then you hit the ground running for your tournament, final tournament of the high school career. What's the feelings like going into it, wrapping everything up? I know you had your senior night against Canfield. What was some of those memories and just some of those feelings like going into the tail end of this season?
It's really bittersweet, like, I remember at the beginning of the season, like, thinking about, "Oh my gosh, like, we're gonna have a senior night, it feels so far away," and then it was, like, there, like, so fast, and I was like, "Oh my gosh." So that means, like, the end of the season is coming, and now it's here, and, like, just, like, going into tournament, I just wish, like I just wanna have fun, like, I want everyone to enjoy themselves, but I also just want to, like, put out everything that I can because I know that it could always be my last game.
I personally have loved watching your development over the last few years and what you have put into your game personally too. You talk about going into your future years as well. What does the future hold for Afton Roby? What are some plans or some goals for you after this high school volleyball chapter concludes?
I'm still undecided with a lot of things, but I know I either wanna be a vet because that's always, like, interested me, and or I would like to be, like, a realtor because I like I don't know, I just like decorating and stuff, and I like looking at homes, so
So go down one of those paths too. We're rooting for you in whatever you do with one of those paths, no doubt. Looking at you as a player, we've gotten a pretty good sense of where that is. I want to know a little bit more about Afton Roby, the person. And I mean, you've been in Austintown these last 4 years. What's some of the favorite hangout spots in the area for you and your friends?
Um, favorite hangout spots.
Is there a spot or is it just each other's house? Because I feel like that's also one of the favorite answers as well.
Yeah, probably like our houses, and like sometimes we'll go to like Chippers and just uh, like play golf for fun, or I mean, everyone goes to Sheets, so we'll do that a lot, and yeah.
Who's the best out of the golfers of that group of friends who's rocking it at Chippers?
Literally none of us are good at golfing. Like
Well,
we
I
could
guess the better question, who's the worst then? Who's the absolute worst out of the group?
probably me. Like I can never even hit the ball. Like
You're more of the volleyball type, not the golf ball
literally.
type for that. You talked about sheets, and I know MTO is like everyone's favorite thing, and I mean you can get it any time of the day. What's the go-to order there?
I always get like the sampler, and I get like cheese curds, mozzarella sticks, and mac and cheese bites.
You're on the same page as me with that. Everyone knows about that too. It must be an Austintown special, no doubt.
Yes.
After when you look at the MTO orders and everything that you've got now for sheets too, I mean it's part of the Austintown culture. And the other parts of the Austintown culture is that family aspect, that real sense of everyone's there for each other too. And I mean you've been a great leader this year and exemplifying that. You also have actual family on the team. But when you talk about advice to that younger group of players coming up to knowing that what Austintown is, what it means, what's some advice you give to them?
Um, just like um always be confident in yourself and always work hard and great things will come to you.
As you look at your career personally, you look at everything that you've done for this program and what we are continuing to hope you can do for this program and in your future. One final question for you, Afton. When you look at your career, your family, everything that you've done for this program, what has been your favorite thing about Austintown Fitch Volleyball?
My favorite thing is just that um no matter like what team it is, like no matter like where you are, it's just you always have like a special bond. Like like even throughout like from freshman to varsity, like everyone just has a special bond and it means a lot.
All right, Afton, before we let you go, I would be remiss without letting you thank those supporters that have been there for you and just give them a shout out before we conclude this.
I'll thank my parents and my grandparents and my friends and all my teammates and like all my club teammates and my club coaches and Coach Herb, Coach Bartlett, and every other coach that I've had.
Well, Afton, like we said, we continue to root for you. We wish you the best of the luck for the rest of this season, the postseason, and the rest of your life as well, as this has been a very special edition of Player Profile with the Austintown Fitch Middle, Afton Roby.